Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday, May 34th. Is that our giveaway? Oh my God, I'm like, wearing this hat puts into perspective my weight loss. I'm like looking at my face looking so tiny compared to this hat. Are you coming, Jeannie? I'm not sure what Jeannie's doing. I'm not sure Jeannie's sure what Jeannie's doing.
I'm sure what I'm doing. I'm just figuring out our giveaway.
She's figuring out the giveaway.
It was so cold in my house. I'm still cold. I'm still cold.
And
it's going to be like 53 degrees today or 57. It's going to be warm. And then Patrick turned off all the heat.
So are we heat misers?
I'm not a heat miser. You're a heat miser. I'm
Although
the heat
if the
miser.
kids call about the heat.
What? Okay, that was like 3 years ago. Why are we still talking about that?
So we turn our heat down at night to 56 degrees.
And I like it like that because I like to get all snuggly under my bitty baby blanket. I got a new blanket, so the blanket I was using, and I used it for a couple of years.
It was like 3x4.
It was from Garnet Hill, and I don't know if you've ever seen, but they do those holiday like throw blankets, and it's like Primaloft or something. But mine would literally cover me from like my neck to like just past my toes. It was like they called it the throw. So this year I upgraded.
It's definitely not supposed to be the only thing that you sleep under.
Patrick, I mean, it would not make it. It would probably be like to
It'd
here
be
to
from
Patrick's,
like there to my shins.
yeah. So that was, I mean, I called it my bitty baby blanket. That's what I use all year. And I upgraded because sometimes it just wasn't long enough. So I upgraded to the
No, it's been cold the last 2 years. Like we've had long cold spells.
I still use so I upgraded to the twin size, and it feels like so luxurious. But I love it. It's like the perfect weight. I use it, and because Patrick likes a really heavy blanket in the winter.
She gets cold and sneaks under my blanket sometimes.
Barely.
I would give her my blanket, but she says it's too warm. But then when she's cold, she comes
Okay,
under.
every once in a while I'm cold, and I do get under the big heavy blanket. But for the most part, I love my bitty blanket.
So the same thing happens every morning at 6 o'clock. The heat comes on, and it goes from 56 to 68. It's never 56. It might get down to like 58 degrees or something before the heat comes on in the morning.
Trish, we have a heated toilet seat. The seat is heated. I don't know how, because it's like one of those bidet toilet seats.
It's a Japanese
but the
toilet
seat is heated too. So, because I do have to get up in the middle of the night. Every once in a while, it's not on. Why is that? And I'll sit down and be like,
well, because it's a smart toilet seat too. It learns our behavior.
Oh, so like in the middle of the day when it thinks I'm not home,
it doesn't turn on.
Yeah.
And like it heats up quickly. Like so when you sit on it, if it's not warm,
oh my goodness,
it comes on. But it basically it turns on when it knows we're most likely to use it.
Things I could not live without: a heated seat, heated steering wheel, heated toilet seat, thread cutter on my machine, threader on the machine.
Do I make this list?
Gotta have my gotta have the drop light, the LED on the machine, the guideline.
Oh,
marker.
guideline marker. Can't live without that. Have to have the the cut button and then the perfect threader. Have to have those. And I have to have Patrick, my 2 dogs, and my 2 kids.
So I'm upset that I wasn't number
Like,
one
I
on
was
that
gonna
list.
say you made the
but-
bottom of the list.
But
Yeah, because you know why.
because I've been sick this week and I
Yeah.
haven't been carrying my weight.
No, that's not it.
Because why? I'm annoying you.
Yeah.
So, backstory on the bidet. We went to Korea. God, that was like 8-9 years ago.
2000.
That was
it
2015. Yeah, so it was 8 years ago. We went to Korea, and the last hotel that we stayed in, we stayed at the Park Hyatt, which is an absolutely gorgeous hotel. But so we get into the toilet, and the bathroom in our room was all glass, so you could just look right into the bathroom. Do you remember that? And then it had the switches. You could turn a switch, and then the glass would go opaque.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So you could totally see into the bathroom, and it was like floor to ceiling windows. So it was kind of weird because we had just gotten into the room, and Kai walks into the bathroom and like uses the bathroom and then goes to flush the toilet and basically is like, ah! So how old were the kids? The kids were 9.
And it
So
happened.
he turned the bidet on, and the bidet, that particular
The dial.
bidet had like a dial which controlled the pressure. So he turned the bidet like all the way on. So he was like, ah! So we're in the room, and I turn around and look. He's soaking wet from getting like hit with the bidet. And there is water everywhere in the bathroom. Like, we had been in the room for like, our towels were wet. Of course, there are warning signs about the bidet, but all in Korean.
Yeah, and he did it at a restaurant too.
Oh, have you done that at a restaurant
He
too?
came back to the table and he said he couldn't understand the buttons because they were all in Korean, so he just hit them.
He's like getting hit up front, like girl style. So anyways, we were in this hotel for like a week, and then we left. And Jeannie was like, I will always have a bidet.
Oh my God. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm at that point too now. But who's
once you-
Jeannie's other husband?
This is Patrick's younger brother. This is Patrick. It's Patrick. Little Patrick. Old man Patrick he'll be back in like after the weekend.
I'll be back next week sometime.
Yeah, old man Patrick will be back then.
So anyways, Kai, that was Kai's introduction to the wonderful world of bidets. So we called the hotel, and I'm like, can I get new towels? And the guy on the line basically was like, like the bidet? And I'm like, yeah, like my kid used the bidet. And they actually sent a crew up. Like, we went downstairs. That was when we got bingsu.
Oh my God. That to this day was the most amazing. So there's this Korean dessert. If you ever get a chance to have it, it's amazing. It's called pat
If you're ever
bingsu.
in Vegas, we can recommend some places.
But it's shaved ice, but it's not like shaved ice like a snow cone.
I
It's
think
like
it's shaved. I think it's shaved like
it's ice.
it's almost like shaved milk.
No, that's the condensed milk that they put on top
I
of
know,
it.
but it's,
Oh, you think they
it's-
put
I think
something
they
in
put
it?
milk in the
So
water, yeah.
when we went and got it, we were staying at this like super fancy hotel. Back in the day when you got a Hyatt card, they would give you two free nights anywhere in the world. So that's what we used. You had the Hyatt card and I had the Hyatt card, so we got 4 free nights there.
Yeah.
That's how it worked. And so we went
It was
down.
a crazy hotel. They had an onsen, like
that
a
Leon?
Japanese bathhouse in the bottom of the hotel.
So the dessert
awesome.
on the menu, I looked at the menu and I was like, it's $40 for 2. And Patch was like, let's just do it. Just get it. Don't think about the money. Let's get it. Because you know me, I'm the cheap one. I'm the one that wants to walk down the alley to go get an unsafe massage. So
Jeannie's
I'm like, okay.
Let's go get hepatitis.
Let's go lose a kidney. So I go, okay, we're on vacation. Let's just do it. And they bring these, like, one of them was like,
I think I have pictures of them.
it was so beautiful, and it was like all fresh fruit and mint. And the other one had honeycomb, like chunks of honeycomb with the honey dripping out of it, and just all sorts of toppings. And when we get, I'm a cheap chick. I'm like,
She used to be, not anymore.
I still am.
I don't know.
I like all my kids' clothing was either like super nice poshy stuff or I got it at Goodwill. I just like, but I found this super nice poshy stuff at Goodwill. So I love good stuff at a great deal. That's why I always like to give you guys great stuff at a great deal, because that's like innately me. But when we got the bill, it was I had read it wrong. It was $40 a piece. So
It was worth every penny.
But I've never spent money on dessert like that. And
I don't have it.
you don't have it? Oh my God.
It's
It
gotta
was
be on your
absolutely amazing. Okay, what are we talking about, Patrick?
So,
Patrick.
I don't know. Got any more funny stories?
No,
like
it's-
the bidet? They want to talk about monkeys.
Did you see? I was watching Good Morning America, and a woman it was some southern state because she had a southern accent, got attacked by a monkey. Her neighbor's monkey got out, and she called 911 immediately, and she didn't see the monkey and walked out, and it attacked her, jumped on her head, and she said it ripped her ear like it was a piece of paper. So that is why I know this is, oh God, I don't know if you can see that and appreciate that, but that's all dripping honeycomb and
Fruit. And
Yeah. here are my kids. This is, look how little they were, and look at there's Patrick's younger brother again. These are the kids. That was them.
I think you have just pictures of the Bingsu too.
Oh yeah, that's a better one with the chunks of the. Oh, I'm drooling right now. So Pat Bingsu or it's like BING
I didn't even
SU.
just close it.
SU. There's an incredible Pat Bingsu place in New York City that you can go to. Like any city we go to, we look for a Pat Bingsu because it's so good. Yeah. And Trish, she did smile at that monkey. If she hadn't smiled at the monkey, nothing would have
It would have
happened.
been totally fine. Don't
But
smile at a monkey.
She showed that monkey her teeth.
When we did that hike I mentioned, like there were monkeys all in the trees. Monkeys are scary because they're big and they're strong.
And they're fast. But, remember in Bali, they were everywhere too. And you had to be careful because they would
They'd steal your bag.
They'd steal your bag, your shoes as you were walking. They'd grab them off your feet. And then I don't know.
And then you have to trade them for food. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. They steal your stuff and then they want you to.
The alley. Your alley running. We didn't take pictures there because that's the red light district that we were walking through. So, I don't have much to talk about. I guess let's talk about like a giveaway that we're gonna do, and I don't even have I feel like we're getting pretty
let's talk about things like, do we need to talk about anything as far as like product that we're waiting for right now? Like, we have a lot of products waiting for stuff right now. A lot of orders waiting for stuff right
Yeah,
now.
I gave my numbers to my Kimberbell rep for Shout Hooray. So Shout Hooray embellishment
Next 2
kits, embellishment kits and designs will be to me either next Friday or the following Tuesday. So we're like, what is that? 10 days out. And then hopefully the fabric kits will be out around the same time. Monday, I will see everybody for Oh So Delightful or just a sit and sew. That's going to be 10 o'clock, 10 to 1 o'clock. And I'll be working on my homework. I have not finished my homework yet. And playbooks. Playbooks, I asked Patrick, I go, can we check on those? And Patrick, what did you say to me? What did you say to me?
That, like, brother doesn't do that. Those are our kids.
There's my baby. Ooh, shoot. There's my blankie. Do you see it over? A current picture of the kids.
I'm looking to see.
And so I was hoping we'd have them this week. Last time we ordered them, we got them like within a week. So, and they've been ordered. So I'm hoping next week, and I'll see if I can check. If we don't get them the beginning of next week, I will check on them with Chris. I'll check on them with our rep. Poppy. So the dogs they're getting a little chunky. So I'm a little bit worried. I think we're gonna have to put them on a diet.
You know, Momo was on like a 4 mile a day hike.
Yeah, back in the day.
This time last year, and we just haven't been able to do that.
Where we're looking.
Too wet and soggy everywhere.
Yeah, it's been really disgusting, so we haven't been able to like walk them.
I'm looking for. Didn't I take a great first day of school picture this year?
Yeah, Pacific Standard. I'm like the worst parent. I don't have you know how the parents. That is old. That's 2 years old.
That is August 2022. That is 6 months old.
That's August?
That's first day of school last year. So those are our kids.
So Violet here's back today from Swarthmore.
She's going to get in.
And knock on wood. And then she hears, I think she hears tomorrow. So we'll be giving you the college update too. Yeah, we hope she gets in, but who knows? I think in the next 10 days, or what's the date? In the next 15 days, she'll have heard from all her schools, even though she'll probably end up going to Utah. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat.
It's hard to beat free.
Yes, it's hard to beat free.
Utah, she got a very generous offer from Utah.
Yeah, so it's hard to beat free for sure. Motif and Phil's, that's going to be end of the month.
That's a sweet thing to say, lady.
What'd they say?
They're lucky to have us as parents.
Aw, yeah, thank you, Lady Fair. We tried to do
My
our
daughter
best.
said the other day that we have 2 speeds. We're either laughing or Jeannie's mad at me.
No, she didn't even say mad. She said fury. She goes, you're about 10% fury and 90% laughing. Don't worry, you don't see my fury. I save that for the ones.
She saves
The
that
one-
particularly for 2 people in her life, me and Violet. Kai gets zero fury.
Kai, because poor Kai's the baby. He's the baby. And come on, there's no real fury. Are we talking this? Nintendo New York?
These are Jeannie's young Kai hand-me-downs.
This is a hand-me-down
Several
for
of
Kai.
Jeannie's favorite things are things that I bought for Kai when Kai was 8 or 9.
I bought this for Kai. The shirt I wore on Monday, I bought for Kai.
Are
you talking about sporting stuff?
Yeah, or Kai's that orange and blue, orange and teal.
I don't know if you guys
sweatshirt.
went through a stage where your kids started to be same as you, and then they got bigger than you. So I have hand-me-downs from the kids, and I was waiting. I was like, ooh, he's gonna outgrow that soon. and then I kept him.
Yes, Cheryl, that's taken care of. That was part of the last order.
Then I'll have to wait for I'll get the grandkids all the stuff I want, and I'll be like, ooh, they're gonna grow out of that soon, and Grandma will get it. So and I remember like being a kid and coming home from like college and stuff or after college, and my mom would be like wearing like my old Benetton sweaters. Like she would have, my mom had would wear all my own clothing. Yeah. It was so cute. My mom was so cute. Okay. So.
Is there anything else that we need to talk about as far as like stuff going on? Should we address the fact that you're only taking a couple of days? Jeannie's getting a couple breaks.
Oh, you want to throw that out?
Well, no, you just had I did.
I got an email.
Almost 4-day weekend with the girls, Friday through Monday, and then you're going to nationals. That's like a week.
I am. I'm gonna
and then
go.
She's got her little thing.
Oh, Patrick's trying to make it sound fair because
it's totally fair.
Because I got who did we get a message from? Was it? Where was it? It was funny though.
Somebody was concerned about me taking more time off than Jeannie.
Yeah. And you should be concerned because it's true. Because I have more dedication. No, I keep the wheels on the cart. And Patrick is the first one to encourage me to take time off, to go home early, and I always tell him that's more stressful because the more work I get done and the more stuff I take care of, the less my stress is. So I choose to work longer, stay longer, do more because it just takes my stress level down. And when I get more done, then I put more on the plate.
Her favorite form of procrastination is adding items to her to-do list.
Once it starts to alleviate a little bit, I'm like, oh my God, I can breathe. Let's do something.
So recently I had somebody who will remain unnamed, but who's known us for a long time, that goes, when I was running my business, I did that too for 10 years. How long have you guys been at it? And I was like 8. And he goes, so Jeannie has 2 more years of doing silly stuff like that before she just decides, screw it, I'm gonna live my life.
Is that what happens?
Yep.
Because you hear, okay, so yesterday, by the time I got home, I was like a hobbled mess. I couldn't move. I was doing this to look, because I couldn't even bend my neck because my back was so jacked. But then I woke up this morning and my right side has released and now I'm just dealing with something over here. So I don't know if I was I literally went home, not yesterday, the day before, and I spent 2 hours. It was probably 2 hours where I was just 2 hours in between Theragunning and doing all my exercises and I even said to Patrick yesterday, I go, maybe we should get up early and do yoga. And he goes, what? And I was like,
She goes, forget it. That's a bad idea.
I said, forget it. I just said something super stupid. Because I was like, that's the last thing I want to do is start my day with yoga. That's getting up and exercising is the last thing I want to do. I don't want to, although the mornings I've gone out and looked at the sun, it wakes you right up.
I am telling you, it's amazing.
So I don't do it anymore because I'm I want to go back inside and go back to bed.
I still do it every morning I get up. So so I haven't skied at all since Thursday 2 weeks ago because I haven't been feeling well. And although I was actually in touch with my doctor this morning because I have relapsed somewhat, and
he had a tough
and I'm
night.
now going to actually start treating for some type of intestinal infection.
Yeah, because I thought you were through it, and nope, not last night. We were like, that's not good. And then he didn't sleep.
Yeah. So anyways.
Okay, next
all that
week.
Talk about dedication. We knew somebody who happened to have Taylor Swift tickets. It was through Suzanne Harmon's niece that Jeannie got her Taylor Swift tickets. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to leave right after the live stream because I would really like to feel better before my trip so I can climb and ride mountain bikes and all that stuff. And maybe ski this weekend. We'll see.
Yeah, he had a rough night. What were you talking about? Let's do a giveaway.
So so for anybody who's new to the live stream, we do a giveaway every Friday. The giveaway is obviously free, but if you're out of town, you need to reach out. And did we ever ship that
Katrina's iron?
Yes.
Katrina's waiting for her hoops, so she said we're going to send it all together.
That makes no sense because you can't box a hoop we should just send the iron and the hoops separately because
Did you hear that, Katrina? Okay, I'll send her a note.
Yeah, because that makes no sense because all you're doing is adding 6 inches to the hoop box. It's going to be hugely more expensive.
Okay,
so,
I'll send her a note.
So you have to pay the actual shipping. So what items back here are we giving away?
So I was thinking, somebody sent me a note. I'm sorry that I can't give you a shout out because I can't remember who it was, but they requested a wool mat. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do a wool mat. So we're going to give away, I thought we'd give away a wool mat. This is a wool pressing mat. It's a gypsy quilter one. It is 14
do you need to educate them on wool mats, or do they know all about wool mats?
So you got to have a wool mat. It's essential because what it does when you're pressing and you have a seam, the wool, it since it's like got some give, the seam or the embroidery gets pressed into your wool mat, and then you get a better
totally
press.
Flat.
Yeah, it's going to be flatter. You're going to be a better press. When I'm pressing my my embroidery, I never worry about it unless I have like a crazy pucker. If it's just like a pucker, I don't care. I'm like, oh, that's going to come out with my best press on my wool mat. So I will, with my embroidery, I'll take my embroidery, put it face down into my wool mat, and then spray it. You need this too, so I'm going to give this away with the wool mat.
Are the guys up front for them?
Yes.
You spray the back of it, and then this is why I'm injured. I press aggressively. Like for me, I will literally get up on my tippy toes.
She like literally is like she makes a face and that sound sometimes.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You do. You climb up on the counter and lean on top of
But
it.
I do that, but I'm not making like noises like that. And then it presses the embroidery and allows the fabric to kind of spread and flatten. So, it's gonna be your pizza box wool mat. So this is gonna be our
All right,
giveaway.
caveat.
What's your question?
This is expensive to ship.
Well, it's flat.
It's not super heavy,
It's
but
not-
the size of the box.
We can just take a box.
It's
It'll be
expensive to
easier
ship.
if I don't put this in it. If I
Yeah,
put
don't
this
put
in
that
it,
in it.
I
Don't
would
put
say
that in it.
yes. And then if they don't need it,
so just the wool mat.
Yeah, it's all about size on anything bigger than 12 inches.
How can I help you find something?
I'm gonna give this away. I'm gonna give something else away. I'm gonna give that to gifts.
That's fine.
Okay, so for the other person, let's give away the spray bottle and vintage Flora. I'm gonna give away a jelly roll, and this would make a perfect. I just saw a new book's coming out, and it's
Why is it turning yellow? What is turning yellow?
I have no idea, and it could be your iron. I don't know if your iron got left on it or if it's a result of
her wool
the
mat.
product, like Best Press or Cheerio Magic or stuff that maybe got sprayed on it.
I mean, you use the heck out of yours, and they're totally still gray.
No, I have some stains on mine.
Do you?
Yeah. So it could be like any one of those things.
As long as they still have the give and the
Size matters, Tricia's. Oh, does it? Yeah. So I had a 17 by 17 on my my next to my machine forever, and then I did just upgrade to the 17 by 24, and guess what? Size does matter. that extra couple inches really makes a difference when I'm cutting and pressing, ladies. Okay, so so we'll give this one away, and then the other person spray bottle. This is, why do you need a spray bottle? Everyone has to have a spray bottle because everyone needs Best Press, no matter if you're embroidering or you're quilting. But when you're using Best Press and it just comes with the little nozzle that it comes with, it's kind of like, and it just like kind of gunks and goes wherever it wants to go. Your spray bottle will give you an even mist. So it's like, shh. And I don't know if any of you have ever just held it down. It'll just keep misting. And you can get this really nice, beautiful application, this fine mist all over. So you've got to have a spray bottle. And this one's really nice because it's clear, so you can see through it. You can go, uh-oh, I'm almost empty. Or if you're going to make your secret sauce and you're going to mix your Cheerio Magic with your Best Press, you can actually like eyeball it. Like when I do mine, because I need another bottle. I like look down in there. I'm like, oh, that looks about half. And then I pour the other stuff in there and just give it a little shake. So, and spray bottles do go bad. Like, I don't know.
The nozzles will clog. I mean, that's just how.
Yeah,
that's
but
how it goes.
I've put hot water in it to like try and like clear
Yeah, but
it
hot
out.
water, like you're spraying glue. Like it's a very dilute glue, but it's glue.
Yeah, so even if you have spray bottles, it's always nice to have
It
an
is
extra one.
what we call in the business a consumable.
Oh, you have a colored area, but that's where your Oliso hovered. Yes, I think I have a spot on mine where the iron stayed down on it a little bit too long. Do you have a question?
Let's just do a giveaway. I was too tired this morning to think of a question.
Although last week's question was probably my favorite.
Do you want to ask another question like that?
Yeah. How about why don't we give this to Alex? And we can ask, what is your best parenting advice? Alex is, if you haven't seen her, Emily is beautiful, but Alex had a baby. Shauna had a baby in January. Was it January already?
Yeah, it was
February,
almost
March.
February. It was February, wasn't it?
No, end of January, or like before the 27th or 29th. Let's do that. If you were to give your best parenting advice, what would ours be? What would ours be, Patrick?
Don't engage in competitive parenting.
God, I wouldn't even think that. Do we do that?
Oh, one of us did. We both did. We had.
I don't know why you. Anyways.
Well, because we were involved in a very active group of parents, but your kids aren't going to remember anything before they're 5 anyways.
you're talking about with other parents, like other families. I thought you were talking about like our kids. Making them
I'm saying like it's like in today's world, it's so hard because
don't try to keep up.
Everybody's trying to like be the best parent and have like the coolest stroller, and it's none of that's worthwhile. Like just focus on the important stuff with kids. Don't waste your money on travel with babies. That kind of stuff.
I always tell new parents, at some point you're going to try to catch their vomit.
How is that advice?
I don't know. It's not really advice. It's more like, this is something that's going to happen.
The
two things I always say is, number one, poop is going to shoot out the top of the neck of their onesie at some point. It's going to, you're not even going to know how it happens, but it's going to come up this way. And then you're going to try and catch their vomit. You're going to be at a restaurant, and then you're going to see they're going to get sick, and you don't know what to do, and you're going to try and catch it. What? Nobody ever told me that was going to happen.
But that's not advice. That's just a prediction.
That's something that's not advice, but that's something that's like a, it's just be prepared. That's going to happen.
I think actually advice, I like for like little babies, what I would say is my advice is this too shall pass. Like that thing that's
That's
so
not
hard.
really advice.
That thing that's so hard that you're dealing with right now, like that will pass. And another challenge will take its place.
Yeah.
But don't panic. It gets better.
We'll print these all out and we'll give them to Alex and Shauna.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, you don't have to answer. They don't have to answer the question for the giveaway, right?
The top right before their photo session. I didn't. It was for me a photo session, but yeah, and it was crazy.
Now is not forever. That's basically what I was just saying, right? Like this too shall pass. So, listen, for those of you that are commenting right now, there's a chat on this side of the window. It's not the chat that you make your comments in. It is down here. So to take part in the giveaway, you don't have to answer the question. You can just say hello or something like that. But I thought that was really sweet last week.
That was fun.
People's stories about,
And
why
I
their
laughed
marriages
and
last
I cried,
so long.
and it was really, really sweet.
So when the live stream ends down here, actually down here, there will be a comment section. Make a comment if you wish, or it'd be great if you answered the question, which is, what is your best parenting advice? And so you need to wait until the end of the live stream, and then we'll use a random comment picker to choose 2 winners on Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm hoping I feel well enough to ski maybe Sunday or Monday. And
can we buy the piles that go on the cutter?
in theory, I'd need to know what kind of machine so that I could get the piles for you.
Send us a note.
But yes, you could. On some of the machines, like if you have a Solaris or Luminaire, on some of those machines right now, it's easier to just send you the whole cutting mechanism because the pile's attached right there. And it's, I mean, the part itself is $19, and yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you guys replace those, but in theory, yeah, you guys could buy the piles from us.
Hey,
do we have any 6x10 hoops in stock at the moment?
we have nothing. We have absolutely nothing,
We have
and that's what
5x7s,
we've been waiting for.
4x4s.
Is that so? But send me a
And a
note, and I can
2.5
let
by
you know
1.
when they come in. I can always get you a baby lock one. It's not going to be that crazy price that we had on the brother one. So if you need it, reach out, and I will. I'll give you a price, and we can go from there. And Shelly, I was just checking shipping. It looks like you got your shipment. So just let me know. Not the machine, but you got the other one. So let me know about that. And I guess we are done. Over and out. I will see. Look for some videos to be posted this weekend, and I will see some of you on Monday for the sew along. And even if you're not going to be stitching out Oh So Delightful, I hope that you will join us. And then next week on Tuesday, Michelle has her rotary blade class. And she also has Let's Make Some Patches. There were kits for both of those, so make sure that you have those kits. And there's also the Peacemaker class. She's going to be in classes all week. Peacemaker is on Wednesday. Rotary and Patches is on Tuesday. And then there's the Luminaire Solaris IQ Designer class. Even if you're not from here, sign up for it. It's an excellent class, and you'll learn. It's a great introduction to your IQ designer. All right. We'll see you later.